our focus today is, of course, since the government is actually mandating us to stay at home, so our focus today is, of course, I'll be giving you some tips in order for us to be secured and be safe while we are actually staying at home. So our focus today is all about the tips on safety and security. Welcome back to Bringlitz TV. This is gonna be our brand new episode of Quaran-Tips. So this is talking about totally innovative personalized suggestions. So our focus today is, of course, since the government is actually mandating us to stay at home, so our focus today is, of course, I'll be giving you some tips in order for us to be secured and be safe while we are actually staying at home. So our focus today is all about the tips on safety and security. And in order for us to make sure that we're going to remember these things very well, I made a mnemonics, and that's gonna be the word safety, security. And of course, this is composed of the following letters. We have letter S, letter A, letter F, letter E, letter T, letter Y, letter S, letter E, letter C, letter U, letter R, letter I, letter T, and letter Y. That's gonna be the 14 safety and security tips in order for us to secure our members of the family safe and sound while we're actually staying at home. So let's start. Let's begin with letter S. Letter S is stairs are well lit. So of course, as much as possible, if we have actually stairs at home, it is very essential for us to make sure that the stairs are actually well lit. So there has to be good source of light, especially during nighttime. It's because, of course, the most common injury that other members of the family are going to endure or experience is gonna be the risk for fall. So of course, in order for us to make sure that these individuals are actually prevented from having this injury, we have to make sure that our stairs are well lighted. Let's now have letter A. Letter A is always keep stairs clean and dry. So sometimes also, there's a possibility that, of course, these individuals might actually fall or might actually have this injury of fall while they're actually going to go down. It's because, of course, the stairs are actually gonna be covered with objects, or it's gonna be with presence of water, so it's the stairs are actually wet. So therefore, it is essential for us to make sure that we have to maintain that these stairs are clean and dry. So always remember that the stairs must have to be clean and dry. Let's now have letter F. Letter F is flammable objects and substances are well kept. So it's very essential for us to remember that while we're actually staying at home, our flammable objects and flammable materials are actually well kept, because of course this might actually be a source of fire. So of course, in order for us to get rid of this possibility, we have to make sure that it's gonna be placed on an area that are having this temperature, which is considered to be environmental temperature or room temperature, because of course there might actually gonna be ignition that might actually happen if these flammable objects and substances are exposed to total heat. Okay, that's gonna be letter F. Let's now have letter E. Letter E is electrical cords are well protected. So it is essential for us to remember that all our electrical cords are properly protected. So of course, if we do have children at home, we have to make sure that, of course, our electrical cords are gonna be protected with cover, especially if we have a toddler, because of course sometimes they will actually gonna place their finger in the electrical socket or in the electrical objects that are present in your own houses or in your own house. Okay, so as much as possible, electrical cords are protected. That's letter E. Let's now have letter T. There has to be space in between appliances. So of course, if your house is composed of a lot of appliances, or there are so many appliances at your in your house, so as much as possible there has to be a space in between your appliances. But of course, this is gonna be very essential because this is gonna be of help, especially in the prevention of overheating. So if there will be possibility of overheating, so of course we have prevented that appliance from heating also the parts of the other appliances. Therefore, there has to be a space in between the appliances. So that's gonna be our letter T. Let's now have letter Y. Letter Y is you never leave sharp objects unattended. Of course, especially if you have children at home, it is very essential for us to remember that we are going to keep our sharp objects on areas that can't be reached by these children, because this might actually going to be a source of injury, or probably this might actually going to be a source of cut or wound to these individuals at home, especially if they will be using these sharp objects without even knowing what's the function of that object. So that's our first letter, or the first word. The word is safety. Let's review. Letter S is stairs are well lit. Letter A is always keep stairs clean and dry. Letter F is flammable objects and substances are well kept. Letter E is electrical cords are well protected. Letter T is there is a space in between appliances. And letter Y is you never leave sharp objects unattended. Okay, so that's our first word. Let's proceed now to our second word. That's gonna be the word security. Let's begin with letter S. Letter S is strips and non-strips in the bathroom. So as much as possible, there has to be strips in order for us to prevent our members of the family to get to help to endure or to experience injury, such as fall, especially when they are going to take a bath in the bathroom. So letter S is strips and non-strips in the bathroom. Let's now have letter E. Letter E is electrical appliances are well wrapped. So when we say electrical appliances are well wrapped, especially if these appliances might actually be exposed with water, so as much as possible there has to be a wrapper of these electrical appliances for us to make sure that it is gonna be useful in a number of years to come. So as much as possible, electrical appliances must have to be wrapped. Let's now have letter C. Letter C is cover kitchen area with fire frame. So as much as possible, there has to be a fire frame in your kitchen, or it has to have a fire exhaust or smoke exhaust. It's because of course there has to be no buildup of this smoke in your kitchen, because there's a possibility that it might actually gonna be source of fire. That's gonna be letter C. Cover your kitchen with a fire frame. Let's now have letter U. Letter U is understand safety and drill measures. So of course, even if that's gonna be your own house, there has to be specific fire drill, or there has to be a specific drill and safety measures that can actually be done by members of the family, because of course this will be of help, especially in preventing the risk or the possibility of having injury of the other family members, especially if there is fire. Let's now have letter U. Letter U is understand safety and drill measures. Let's now have letter R. Letter R is remove dry vegetation. So as much as possible, of course, your house must have to be free from dry vegetation. So for example, dry leaves, of course, some other dry objects might actually gonna be a source of fire. So as much as possible, we have to get rid of this or remove dry vegetation, because there is a possibility that this might actually gonna be a source of fire later on. So as much as possible, remove dry vegetation. Letter R is remove dry vegetation. Let's now have letter I. Letter I is institute avoidance of outlet overloading. So of course, this is the most common reason why there is an emergence of fire. So as much as possible, there has to be an institution, or there has to be an activity that we are going to do in order to prevent the possibility of electrical cord overloading. So as much as possible, we have to get rid of the possibilities that there is gonna be an overloading. So institute avoidance of outlet overloading. That's letter I. Let's now have letter T. Letter T is take measures on keeping poisonous substances away. So take measures on keeping poisonous substances away. So one of the most common reasons also for admissions among children is they have been exposed, or they have been poisoned with substances, is because they don't know what's the name of that substance. Then they don't know that it's gonna be poisonous. So what they will be doing then is they actually probably will drink that substance. So in short, it will be very important for us to make sure that we have to take measures on keeping our poisonous substance away from our children. Let's now have letter Y. Letter Y is you should not smoke in the bedroom. So of course, if your husband or if your wife or any members of the family is actually smoking, so as much as possible, there has to be strictly no smoking in the bedroom, because there's a possibility that it might actually gonna be the source of fire. So one of the most common reasons why safety and security is gonna be addressed in the family member is when there is fire. So as much as possible, you should not smoke in the bedroom. So that is our second word for our tips on how to have a safe and secured stay-at-home activity. So let us review our second word. That's gonna be security. Letter S is strips and non-strips in the bathroom. Letter E is electrical appliances are protected. Electrical appliances are well wrapped. Letter C is cover kitchen with fire frame. Letter U is understand safety and drill measures. Letter R is remove dry vegetation. Letter I is institute avoidance of outlet overloading. Letter T is take measures on keeping poisonous substance away. And letter Y is you should not smoke in the bedroom. So this completes our tips for safety and security. Let us remember that of course your safety is going to be depending on your knowledge about safety and security measures. So let us remember or revisit once again our safety and security tips, or totally innovative personalized suggestions. Let's begin with the word safety. Letter S is stairs are well lit. Letter A is always keep stairs clean and dry. Letter F is flammable objects and substances are well kept. Letter E is electrical cords are protected. Letter T is there's a space in between appliances. And letter Y is you never leave sharp objects unattended. Letter S is strips and non-strips in the bathroom. Letter E is electrical appliances are wrapped. Letter C is cover kitchen with fire frame. Letter U is understand safety and drill measures. Letter R is remove dry vegetation. Letter I is institute avoidance of outlet overloading. Letter T is take measures on keeping poisonous substances. And of course, letter Y is you should not smoke in the bedroom. So these are our tips in order for us to get rid of the possibilities that there might actually going to be injury of any of our family members. So I hope that actually give you some informations that are basically very vital in order for us to make sure that our safety is always our priority. Okay? So that is our third episode of this Quaran-Tips. I hope that I've made some I've given you informations regarding the prevention of this injury in any members of the family member. So this has been Brainblitz TV, nursing in 15 minutes. What's in must come out, and what's out must come in. Keep coming. And if you are actually new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. At the same time, please don't forget also to hit the notification bell for you to be updated with my succeeding uploads, especially in the completion of this Quaran-Tips. So Quaran-Tips, quarantine tips, totally innovative, personalized suggestions. Thank you.